Testing. Testing. Good. Alright. Just trying to check something, make sure it's working properly. Perfect! K-Wings and the North Stars! Here we go! We're back! Not the on-ice trainer. That's the problem. Need true broadcast. Alright. I'm hoping these better go to overtime. If not, I'm gonna change this and read. If not, then I'll fail this and delete this and start over tomorrow. But if they do get overtime, that's what I want. There we go. K-Wings of the North Stars! Here we go! Welcome to Wild Wings Center, home of the K-Wings. A single elimination game here in Kansas City. As we're gonna finish this tournament and let's start with a bang. Face off one by the North Stars, and we are underway. Some elimination hockey here. Put the saving and hold on for the whistle. Whoever wins this game will move on. Gonna feel like the NFL, so there's 8 teams. Kansas City, Minnesota. We're gonna show every game. Goal penalty on the North Stars. Here's Justin Falcon. They'll call it against Minnesota. Tim Stusla going to the box. We'll take a look here on the call. They say interference. I don't know. I don't like that call. It looks more like an embellishment, which that might not be in the game, but I don't think that's in the game. But if it were, that's what that should have been called. So it should have. I think it should have been the other way. Full crowd here in KC. Wings of the power play. With Marchenko on the back end up by Voronkov. Slap shot. That one tipped wide of the net by Artem Zub. Same put again on the man advantage. Here's Suzuki moving right on it with a shot. Nice save. Marchenko bottom of the circle to the middle, but couldn't get on the shot on net. Another penalty against the North Stars. Something's going on here. Artem Zub. Let's see. Yeah, that one I saw. It looked like a, yeah, that was a slash. So, 5-on-3 power play for the Kansas City Wings to start this game. That's an interesting scenario. After the neutral zone it goes. Kansas City gonna get to it. Henry Yokiharu over to Cartier. Justin Danforth on the back end. Cartier in the middle. The shot. Mason Appleton. Shot right in front. No, can't get it. Unintentional player Appleton keeping it in. Right on with Danforth. He'll shoot and score! Cartier! No goal on. But the K-Wings are in front. It's 1-0. We'll have to fix the goal issue, but... And then the shot tipped off the stick of Cartier. giving the Kansas City Wings a 1-0 lead. And that's how you start a hockey game. So Kansas City are a very good start. They're taking advantage of Minnesota's miscues, and it gives them a 1-0 lead. 2.5 minutes in, and we're going to fix the goal horns. There we go. And we're back underway, the Kansas City Wings and the Minnesota North Stars. I haven't called hockey in a while, but it feels like it feels like I haven't missed a beat. That's all able to be won. The Kansas City Wings here. Good job taking advantage of Minnesota's mistake. Shot score! Tanner Janot! 2-0 Kansas City. Back to back. The K-Wings on fire to start this playoff. If they're going to win this Goodrow Cup in this tournament, the first elimination game, that they just explode with 2 goals in the first 5 minutes of the game. This is going to look fantastic on the K-Wings, and Minnesota on that bench, they are just devastated. They are clueless. With the North Stars right now, they need to figure something out. Because their plan is not worth a shot there. That missed the net. I get it, they're the underdogs, but they need to find something. Because they cannot just let Kansas City just absolutely stomp all over them. Shot to the front. Dostal to save it. He'll hold on. So, Dmitry Voronkov, Jim Pinto, and Danforth on that forward line for the K-Wings here. Those top 2 lines, my guess is those top 2 lines for the Kansas City Wings are what's driving this offensive production. They have a lot of depth, mostly in their top 6. Kerfoot out to center. Able to move on in. Kerfoot. There, they're called like the Wild, Wichita Wild. As the Wichita Wild. No, that was the North Stars. Sorry, the North Stars for the Wild, but who were the K-Wings? They were the team that I was gonna have. They're the Saginaw team. They came close and then they fell out of the race. Not in the last second, but they fell out with like a couple weeks left. They were pushing for it, and it just didn't happen. Shot score! Fault! And it's 3-0 K-Wings. They keep pouring it on. This Kansas City Wings team is on all cylinders right now. Just these shots, Minnesota, they look like they look clueless out there. Absolutely clueless. Kansas City is just absolutely. I mean, this is Kansas City. They had a ridiculous run. Like insane. They had like so many wins. They were the best team in the league. So fantastic, and they start the way that the record. They're playing up to the record right now. Minnesota does not have an answer. Here comes Svechkov finding Jordan Kyrou with a shot. Oh, what a save! An incredible step at the K-Wings goalie. Another shot save. Falk able to get on it. He's pinned against the wall. He'll dump it to his teammate. Ty Cartier. Bruce center ice. Calvin Hahn in the corner, trying to hold on for the North Stars. It goes back out to center. Then Stutzlo. Going to play his first playoff games this year with the Ottawa Senators. There's a shot and a save down in the corner. Scooped up by Stutzlo. Back up high. Calvin Hahn whiffed on it. Kansas City Wings leading by 3 goals here in the first period. A shot and a save to Hahn back on the near side. Here is Andrei Svechkinov. Able to cut across in. Drops it to Cairo with a shot. Score! Jordan Cairo, it leaks through. And the North Stars have an answer on the board. Cairo from Svechkinov. Smart job to pass to Cairo and then Cairo. A lucky bounce as that one bounces off the blocker of Kansas City's goalie. A bad... a mishap for the K-Wings. It's 3-1. So one of the face-off. After this period, I'm going to take a look at the K-Wings. It's Jonathan Quick. That's who's in net. So Jonathan Quick, he did some incredible stops earlier. Goalie for the New York Rangers in the NHL, an aging goalie at that. So they missed the playoffs this year. Face-off won by the Kansas City Wings. Johnson, Petrano right to the front. Back in, they're trying to stuff it home. Hardy Hamann knocked out. Petrano from the back end with a shot. Oh, he scores! An incredible goal! An impossible angle! It's a 1-goal game. It is offensive overload here in this first period. 5 goals in total. And this was a shot in the dark. I don't think he was even looking. And the fact that backhand shot, that looks like an easy save. And there's the reaction of the North Stars coach on the bench. And there's hope for Minnesota. They're not out yet. If they can play like this, win down big, assuming they win this game, they could be very dangerous in this tournament. Right over the line with Petrano. Through center, moving on over the blue line. That one blocked. Hardy Hamann knocked out. Got it back for Kansas City. 4.5 to go. Zach McEwen. Janot, and a save. Mason Appleton and Zach McEwen back up high. Ricciaro, top of the high slot. Back out to center it goes. Alexander Kerfoot leading the way for the North Stars. Nice drop-off pass. That shot, trying to get it back, but that was unsuccessful. Minnesota, Artem Zub there. Right to Johnson on the back end. Shot and a nice save by Jonathan Quick. Victor Veronka for the Kansas City Wings. Out to center ice with Appleton. 1:15 to go in the first. Shot lost to Yegor Sharangovich. Nice move around, but he lost the puck. Trying to get something to the net, but Quick able to get a piece of it. It's a 3-2 hockey game. The K-Wings lead just by 1. They led 3-0 about halfway through this period. Now it's just a 1-goal game. Face off in the Kansas City zone, won by the North Stars. It's Travis Sanheim. Nice interception by Shane Pinto. Trying to get one more chance for Kansas City. Here's Justin Danforth. Now with a shot and a save. Sanheim, and that'll do it. 20 minutes in the box, so wild first period. The first 3 goals for the Kansas City Wings, then the North Stars with 2 to answer back. Stick around. Oh my god. Wow. Looks like you start playoffs. Oh my. 3-2 Kansas City. Just straight up insanity. What's next? The stadium? Is the stadium gonna fall out from under them or something? Feels like it. Looks to me like Minnesota jumps through 5-0 lead, 5-3 lead, and then they blow it, then they win in overtime or something. That'd be insane too. We'll see. 3-2 Kansas City as we head to the second. A wild first period. What will the follow-up be? Puck drop. The middle frame is underway here in this elimination game. First round. Here's Kirill Marchenko. Falk steps in. Nice pass to Suzuki and will cycle. Slap shot tipped wide of the net. From Stutzla on it. 13 shots for Kansas City. Just 12 for Minnesota. Both had 12 shots in that first period. Alexiak down low. Right out in the middle with a shot. Good steal to break it up the play. Travis Sanon. The North Stars here, they struggled on early, and then they were able to fight their way back to within one. And that's where they sit right now. There's Alexiak, a nice hit behind the play. The Big Rig leading the way for the Wings. Shoots just wide. Justin Falk battling for the loose puck. Right out in front. Oh, a nice interception. Artem Zub going back the other way. Top of the circle. On the right wing. Able to dump it off. Andrei Svechkinov. Look for that open lane. I'm gonna rip one. Quick makes the save and he holds on. Kansas City here. Facing just a little bit of pushback. A little bit of competition. And then their offense is pretty much halted. Which, I mean, eventually was going to anyway. He's getting forth over the line, moving right on in with a shot and a save. Lucas Stostow will hold on. It's weird because I haven't done much like hockey at all for like a month and a half. If not longer, like actually probably between 2 and 3 months. I haven't done any hockey at all. I'm just gonna suddenly do it for 1 week. And then I'll be right back to baseball in about a week. Because right after this, I'm going to do opening day for the NBL. Shot that in a save down low, Voronkov. Right out in front, knocked on the slot with a shot and an easy close save, but I'm probably a 30-mile-an-hour shot. It was really slow. It looked to be 30 miles an hour or less. Like a misfire almost. 11:58 to go in the second. We're almost halfway through. Face-off able to do one by Tim Zub. Back on the near side, out to McCarron over the red line, moving on in. For that open lane. McCarron. This pass over, the shot and a save. Another shot. Unable to get it, goes out to center ice. All the way down. Alexander Alexiev out to Scott Lawton. McCarron is there. Scott Lawton with a shot save and the rebound on the back end. They could not tie it. Well, I'm not spinning. Lawton, nice pass. Nice play with a shot, he scores! Scott Lawton with the game-tying goal for the North Stars. And it's a bottle popper. What a pass from Tyler Mott. Look at that. A beautiful pass. Perfect lane, perfect shot. And the bottle comes out of its holder. And the bottle popped out of its thing. And it was 3-0 Kansas City. Not any longer. The North Stars have fought. We're only halfway through. This game has been absolutely insane. Just a tiny bit over halfway through. North Stars tying in at 3. Here's Marchenko able to move with the line for Kansas City. They'll go right back. Cartier right on it. There's Mayfield down low with Suzuki. Kansas City, they had an incredible season. They won probably almost 90% of their games. It was like, I think it reached like 31, almost 40 points. And they had 24 games to do it, so almost 40 out of 48 points. Shot there in the save, Jonathan Quick holding on for the whistle. I think the next closest was Seattle, they had like 28 points. But Kansas City was quite the showing. Nick Suzuki and Tim Stutzla. Here's Tenori for the K-Wings. Might have been just a good performance and then they bomb it. Those things happen. Suzuki with a shot and a save. Lucas Stostow, he'll hold on for the whistle. Face off one with the Kansas City Wings. Here's Suzuki down low. There is some big game 6 between the Jets and the Stars right now. So I'm going to go watch that as soon as this is done. Andres Fedchkinov over the blue line, able to cut across in. Weaving way to the front, and that shot over top of the goal. Fedchkinov around the boards. Here's McEwen, able to get that pass past the defenders. Mayfield finding McEwen for the K-Wings. Stutzla. Here, Jano. Was a penalty on the play. I didn't see it. Let's take a look. That maybe. Oh, okay, Crush. Okay, it makes more sense. I was looking as if like it's triple slash or a hook. So Crush taking penalty for the North Stars. Consider the power play, which they've been very good on, so gotta watch out. Minnesota. Struggling. They've struggled in the second period to generate offense, despite having an explosive start. Suzuki and Kerfoot just outside the blue line. North Stars off the face-off. Travis Anaheim. Minnesota able to work their way in the zone. Short-handed. And they turn it over. Kirill Marchenko in the final minute of period 2. Into the front with a shot and a save. Nick Suzuki. And Kerfoot in the face-off dot. K-Wings win the draw. Marchenko and a save by Lucas Costello. Hold on. So the K-Wings here, they gotta do something because to get back to where they were at the start of the hockey game. The goal is blocked. Here's Vetrano with it, throws it out in the final 28 seconds. Where it goes into the bench. Face off in the North Star zone, chance for the K-Wings. They win the straw, they could have an offensive opportunity. But then they need to win the draw and play well. North Stars off the face-off lane, which they've won a lot of the recent ones. On the ice it goes, skipped up by Justin Falk. There's Kirill Marchenko, final seconds. Suzuki, one more chance. It's gonna run out of time. So there we go, period 2 in the books. We're tied at 3. 20 minutes remain. "21 shots for Kansas City, 18 for the North Stars." It's been a wild game to this point. 20 minutes remain. Winner take. It's win or die. Here we go. Final 20 minutes. One period of regulation is left. The North Stars and the Kansas City Wings. Whoever wins moves on. North Stars winning out the face-off. They're able to go in the zone. K-Wings get it. And here's Shane Pinto. Out to Nick Suzuki. Game tied at 3 apiece. Ronkov. Lost it. Stretched now over the red line. He gets poked away. Here's Dmitry Voronkov. Battle with Tim Stutzla. Voronkov able to get it over to Kirill Marchenko. Over the middle. Oh, a big hit. I believe Voronkov there behind the play. Travis Sanheim. That's Jordan Cairo. It's Vetrano. Well, shooting a glove save. Jonathan Quick. A really strong hit there. Face off in the North Star in the Kansas City zone. And so they had a decent second period. They've been keeping the K-Wings at bay. Jordan Cairo. Back the other way with Andres Pechkinov. Able to go with Stutzla. And he lost a bit of traction there. Back up high, Zub. They'll cycle the puck. Pechkinov from the circle. Suzuki takes it away. Out to Jamie. I believe Jamie left. Yeah. Nice hit. Cairo. Moves in on the other way. On the rush, Wood Johnson shoots in a save of the pad. Minnesota cycling down low. No shot right in front, they score! They've taken the lead! Frank Matrano from 3 down. The North Stars are in front. They've climbed the hill and they're at the top. It's 4-3. They're in the 3rd period. Now they're on their way to actually win this game. Oh my goodness. And Minnesota, a wild card team, might eliminate the best team in the SIHL expansion tournament. Oh my goodness. Face off won by Alexiak, Kansas City. They were up 3-0. Now they're losing 4-3. Right to the front. Dostal able to make the save, just like their offense stopped, and it's like it disappeared after the first 10 minutes. Their offense just disappeared. 12:32 to go in regulation. They need 1 to win, 1 to tie it, 2 to win. Our Stars just need to hold on to the win. They can win this hockey game. Doing stopping, going back up high. And Appler with a shot wide of the net. The target. Janelle back up high. Left shot off the crossbar. Stays out. Another shot hit the post. There's McKeown behind the goal. Tanner Janelle down low. Appleton in front and a save. Dostal. He's got it. Dostal keeping things together at the Minnesota crease. There's intensity here. This is what playoff hockey feels like. Face off won by the North Stars. It's Alexiev. Able to get out to Calvin DeHaan. And one thing I did do is I did make the periods a bit long because I felt like the periods were so short last season. The regular SIHL season. Even I made them a bit long just to try it. North Stars. Out to center. Here's Alexander Kerfoot. Johnson with a shot. He scores! Ken Johnson. And the North Stars lead extends to 2. They're in the 3rd period. And they pour it on versus the K-Wings. As Kansas City is just falling apart. Right down the middle. An easy shot. And they're unable to defend it. Unable to. Remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. I guess we're getting SIHL expansion tournament. Playoff hockey. In the state of Minnesota. Danforth right out in front. Amanakto on a save. Dostal with 7:01 remaining. The Wings now running by 2. Now they need 3 to win. Our Stars here. They've done it. They've scored 5 unanswered goals against Kansas City. They just need to hold their own. There was a penalty on the play there. Let's see. Ben Johnson for interference. Kansas City to the power play. This could bite them in the butt, but we'll see. They'll put their top power play line out there. See the face-off win for the North Stars. It's cleared out to the neutral zone, but Marchenko's up on it for Kansas City. Zoom and Veronka battling for it. Goes out of the Minnesota zone. Marchenko's being chased for that loose puck. Then past Nick Suzuki. Oh, he lost it! He lost the puck! Things have just fallen apart for the K-Wings. Everything is going wrong. That shot hit the post. Dmitry Voronkov. Here's Justin Falk. After Shane Pinto. Kansas City up 3-0 and having the insane record that they've had are absolutely collapsing here in the first game. Their first elimination game. They blew a 3-0 lead. And they might not play another SIHL expansion tournament game. Interceptions fetch nubbed. Time winding down. 4.5 remaining. Less than that, actually. Jordan Kyra moving on in. If they score another goal, that might seal it. Mason Appleton. Oh, bad pass to Hamanakta. Things are just collapsing at the seams for Kansas City here. Appleton. Shot and a save. Karen Janelle. K-Wing struggling to get it together. Janelle. Here's Hamanakta. Appleton spinning. Going on. This is like watching that Yankees 5th inning collapse. Janelle. Right out in front with a shot and a save in the final minute. The North Stars should win it. Here's Alexander Alexiev. Over to Vetrano, the empty net. It's in. Bullseye. That will seal the deal. The North Stars, in stunning fashion, being down 3-0 in the first 10 minutes in, are going to now beat the Kansas City Wings, the best team in the tournament, in the first elimination game. They're going to eliminate them. Wow. Oh my gosh. This Mountain of Minnesota. I don't think it can get more embarrassing. If this was a 7-game series, that'd be one thing. This is an elimination game, and you blow it this badly. Triple man of Minnesota, so I guess clinging on to hope, something maybe. 43 seconds to the K-Wings are eliminated. Arkham Zub for the North Stars, trying to hold on to it for Minnesota. They should play it. Shot score! Mason Appleton, and it's 6-4. So they get one back here late. A little too late. And they're down by 2. They still need to tie the game, just to tie it. So a shot top shelf, beating Dostal. I don't think that's not enough. They already have 2. They have 30 seconds to score 2 goals. Ronkov over the line. Here's Frank Vetrano. So the Minnesota North Stars just got to hold it on for 20 more seconds. Bit of a battle. Dokiaru, K-Wings in desperation. They're going to pull their goalie. They have 6 attackers out. Ronkov. With a shot and a save. Down to 9 seconds. 8 seconds. Here's Falk. Hamanakta. Lap shot. Right out in front and goes down the save. He'll hold on with 3 seconds left. It said 2 along the scoreboard. And the Kansas City Wings, after having a 3-0 lead, will be eliminated by the Minnesota North Stars. Final seconds, and that will do it. The Minnesota North Stars, in a stunning fashion, eliminate the Kansas City Wings, the best team in the tournament. After being down 3-0, 10 minutes in, the final score 6-3, Minnesota. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. That'll do it. I'm Thomas, your host. An unbelievable game. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. See you tomorrow. Final score, the North Stars win 6-4 over the Kansas City Wings. That was unexpected.